Hello everybody, Dan Twiford with City Mystique battery staff here. I'm excited to share with you one of our warm-up exercises that we play called 12-piece. This exercise works on upstrokes and downstrokes, and especially two different kinds of upstrokes. We've got the kind that are just wrist-based, where we're turning our wrist, a pretty traditional approach to how we play, marching instruments. But then we also, sometimes, the music will call for upstrokes that are floated, and we'll have some floated notes, a little more height of rise off of the surface. It's exciting for the audience, it's fun for you, but we want to do this in a controlled, repeatable way that's going to sound good on our surface and produce good rhythms for the music. This exercise only has 2 meters, 4/4 and 6/4. We're going to begin with basically 1 bar of check in 4/4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 of double stops just to get our wrists going. And then we're going to get into the groove of the exercise, which is a little 2/3 hemiola. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6. That's the main groove of this exercise. So let's try just 3 measures, which is the intro section, stopping at letter A. Next, let's take a look at the A section. Now we get into some fun with some floated accents. To achieve these, we're not only going to break at the wrist to create height of rise, but we're also going to break at the elbow to create some height of rise. Now that's all well and good to get away from the drum, but the real trick is coming back to the drum in a controlled and musical way. So what I want to make sure that I get is a great downstroke that still has some rebound so I can go back to playing piano taps. Right? I want to still have a relaxed hand and get back down there to create more music once I come back from up here. So if you isolate just the floating hand at a time in the A section, it's going to sound like this. Right? With equal height of rise and equal return to piano. That's the key skill here. Once you've given that a try and mastered that, let's try to put the whole A section together. You get 4 left floats, 4 right floats, 2 left, and 2 right. So 4/4, 2/2. Let's try the A section together now. Great job with the A section. Now the B section kind of has 2 sides to the coin. The snares and tenors trade responsibilities halfway through. We're going to stick with the snare part here. And for the snares, we continue the same kind of theme from the A section into B. But instead of just 2 notes in between for this, bop, 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 bop. Now there's 3 notes in between. Bop, 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 bop. So just a little bit more time in the air, but it's essentially the same thing. That's the snare's first half of the B section. But then we switch to the second half of the B section, which is wrist turn city all over again, right? No more floating in the second half of the B section. In the second half, we've got a pyramid of accents that always have piano taps. And we want to make sure that we've got those really nice, pretty piano taps in between each accent, and that each accent sounds good on the way up and the way down. So we've got floated accents with a little more time, and then we've got a pyramid of wrist turn accents. Really nice combination of skills here. Let's try the B section, stopping at letter C, snare part. Great job with all of those skills and those segments. We've gone from wrist turn accents to floated accents and back to wrist turn. Let's see if we can string together the whole exercise thus far, which is the top, stopping at letter C of 12-piece. Let's give it a try. Thank you so much, everybody. Great job stringing that all together. Keep practicing this music, duetting along with the video with me, and make sure you check out the amazing performers at Music City Mystique playing this live or online. Stay tuned for even more great musical content from Music City Mystique and Ultimate Drill Book. Until next time.